What's up guys, it's early in the morning and I'm gonna leave the gym right now and hit a shoulder workout. My pre-workout just got over a couple of days back, so it's gonna be hashtag no pump today. We are gonna be doing a shoulder workout today. I used to do a lot of pressing movements for my shoulders, but then I stopped and switched to a lot of isolated movements like raises, and I found more gains with that. I found more development in my shoulders with isolated movements. So today's workout is going to be that. I'm going to be doing a lot of isolated movements, raises, a lot of variation to side raise, front raises, stuff like that. So check the video out. Hope you guys like it and do give this workout a try. So mainly going to do some isolated movements. So that's it guys, and I'll see you guys in the next clip.
Watch me rain, and I'll slay them all.
What is up guys? I told you guys I'll see you on the next clip, and here I am. So we start off with some warm-ups for the rotator cuffs. I'll do a separate video on how to warm up, and in here we're like doing a lateral raise for warming up with really low weights. I'm getting about 20 to 30 reps to make sure I get a good pump, and also I'm making the blood flow through those delts. So after that we moved on to the working set. We did a seated dumbbell lateral raise. We did about 3 sets of this. The reason why I like this exercise is because when I go down I can actually like get a maximum expansion and also work my traps a bit. So that's like a win-win situation. So and also I like to do this exercise, like I go really heavy on this exercise. You guys can see it on the next clip. So here I am. I think I'm not sure how heavy this is, but anyway, I like to go really heavy on this, and again I'm getting a maximum expansion, and also I'm working my traps a bit. So that is why I like this exercise. It might look as though I'm cheating, but I'm actually controlling the weights when I go down. I am using a bit of momentum, but I guess that's alright. So after that we moved on to some single arm lateral raise. The reason why we're doing it like on a single arm is because this way we can get more of a mind muscle connection, and that way you are going to break down more muscles. And here I'm not using a ton of weight. I think these are just 12 kg dumbbells, but the whole point is to get that mind muscle to get the mind muscle connection and to control the weights. So these two I like to I don't superset, but that is like heavy weights and this is like low weights. That is like using a bit of momentum, and here I am not using momentum at all. So after that we did some front raise. We did inclined and standing front raise, supersetting those two for 4 sets. You guys can see it on this clip that this is actually really hard workout because I'm not using a ton of weight and I am struggling to get the weight up. The reason why I'm doing this is because this hits your front delt from an angle which is like impossible to hit when you're standing. So that's why we superset this and the standing front raise. And also I strongly recommend you guys to try this. This hits your delt at totally different angles, so you're gonna feel it in a completely different way, and that is why I like this exercise. So after that we moved on to some standing front raise. You guys can see it. I'm not using the normal grip here. I'm using a hammer grip. Personally I think that hammer grip gives you a more depth on your front delts, and that is why I like the hammer grip. And also it allows you to go more heavy, I guess. So that is why I like the hammer grip. But anyways, your wish. You guys can do whatever you want, but I would recommend you guys to do with the hammer. I think you guys can change it from week to week. The first week do it with the hammer grip, the next week do it with the normal grip. It all depends on how you want it. So after this exercise we moved on to some wide grip front raise, I guess. Yeah, wide grip front raise. So I'm not using a ton of weight here. Again, this is like an empty bar. So the whole point is of this whole workout is to hit your delts from like to cover like all the angles. So I'm using a wide grip, and it's actually pretty hard to do. You can feel it after the first 4 reps. It's hard to do. Again, I'm doing it like all the way to the top, bottom to the top, to get that maximum expansion and the contraction. So after this we moved on to hitting some rear delts, which you guys will see on the next clip. But anyway guys, we also started a Facebook page. Please do like the page, share the page with your friends, do all this stuff. and this is a face pull or cable rows or whatever. You guys do 4 sets, hit your rear delts as you guys can see in this clip. I mean after I started doing this exercise, my rear delts have actually come up. My rear delts were a weak part for me, and now I think I'm bringing them up. They used to be a whole lot worse than this, but these have really helped me. So after that, we moved on to some pressing exercises. I used to start my shoulder workout with pressing exercises, but now I concentrate more on the raises, and I keep my pressing exercises at the end, like you guys can see on this clip, because I personally think that isolated raising movements could actually develop your shoulders more than these pressing movements. But again, you need compound movements to get an all-round development, and that is why we incorporate some other pressing movements. So these are some regular dumbbell presses. I'm not using a hammer grip, I'm just using a normal grip. I switch my grip from week to week. So the first week I would use a hammer grip, and the next week I would use a normal grip. And I'm not like keeping my hand at a 90-degree angle. I am going a bit below the 90-degree so that I get the maximum expansion. So after that, we did some upright rows and shrugs. We supersetted these two for 4 sets. And again guys, when you do an upright row, make sure you get the proper form, because it's easy to you know, damage your delts or have a muscle, I don't know, muscle cramp or whatever, if you have a wrong form of upright rows. So make sure you get your form right, and don't go too heavy on your upright rows. So after that, we moved on to some shrugs, and you guys can see here that I actually lean a bit front when I do my shrugs. It's because your trap actually extends down till your back. So when you lean a bit front, it's more easy to hit your traps. It hits your traps in a better way. So that's why I lean a bit front. And again guys, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and also follow us on Facebook and Instagram. Links are in description. And I'll see you guys on the next video.
Watch me